The other, very popular to some extent in some circles on the Republican side, conservative woman is Michele Bachmann. Michele Bachmann now issued a statement, or she was interviewed, or I don't even know what you call it, about it was related to immigration. So the context was immigration reform. She obviously doesn't want any type of realistic immigration reform that might actually improve anything. Here is what she had to say. Take a look at this.
Contrary to popular opinion, Republicans won't get patted on the back or get new votes because of passing amnesty. They're going to get blamed. And it's my prediction that the House Republicans could put themselves in a position where they could actually lose the gavel in 2014. Because I think the president, even by executive order, could again wave his magic wand before 2014. And he'd say, now all of the new legal Americans are going to have voting rights. Why do I say that? He did it in 2012. Do you remember? Anyone who was here as a Latina under age 30, he said, you get to vote. What? He decides you get to vote? If he did it in 2012, no, take it to the bank. He'll do it in 2014.
I don't know about anybody else, Lewis. She actually said, we didn't see the full thing. Not only did she talk about taking away President Obama's magic wand, she talked about spanking the president. I got 2 emails about this, so I'm going to present it to you. A lot of sexual imagery here from Michele Bachmann. And again, she has this husband, Marcus Bachmann, who runs the ex-gay therapy clinic. She talks about spanking the president, which we know there's actually a Christian spanking trend called Christian domestic discipline. And she also, this is funny, 2 people emailed me about this. They said, does Michele Bachmann realize that a magic wand is also like a woman's sexual device? She's just using a ton of sexual imagery here when talking about immigration reform. Do you think there's any meaning behind that, Lewis?
I don't think there's any meaning behind it whatsoever. I think she's probably sexually repressed, yes, but I don't think it really comes out in her day-to-day doings.
The other really funny thing, if we put aside the kind of implicit sexual imagery of Michele Bachmann talking about the president, if we put that aside, it's kind of ironic that she talks about people shouldn't change election law to stimulate, or people shouldn't change election law for political gain, I guess is really the point that she's making, when that's exactly what Republicans have been trying to do vis-a-vis the Voting Rights Act and election law for like 3 or 4 election cycles at this point. And she seems to have no problem when it's being done on that side. When it's being done by the Republicans, it's all about, you know, America and freedom and all that type of stuff. But all of a sudden she thinks that the left, because it's this theory that the left wants immigration reform to bring in Democratic voters. All of a sudden you can't change election law for political gain, Lewis. That would be crazy.
Right. I guess, you know, if you can first throw out the fact that there's a huge problem in this country when it comes to immigration. So if you don't want to do anything about that, then yes, go and say that the Democrats are just doing it for political gain, of course.
Amazing. There's Michele Bachmann. In case you were wondering what Sarah Palin and Michele Bachmann were up to, now you know. It's pretty uninspiring on all fronts. I think we can all agree.